Take a look at this diagram. If you were deploying an application back in 2010, the path was straightforward. A developer wrote code, pushed it to a repository, ran a build, and dropped it onto a server. The mental model was simple enough for one person to hold entirely in their head. But production-grade software delivery today demands a radically different architecture. That simple pipeline now requires container images, Docker registries, Kubernetes pods, ingress controllers, and config maps just to get the application running. Then you have to secure and monitor it. That means wiring up identity and access management policies, routing credentials through secrets management vaults, and instrumenting the code with open telemetry for distributed tracing. This creates a severe structural tension. Organizations demand that engineering teams ship product features at a faster rate, but the underlying operational infrastructure they have to interact with is growing exponentially more complex. The original DevOps philosophy told teams, you build it, you run it. But at an enterprise scale, demanding that application developers master dozens of distinct operational disciplines induces unsustainable cognitive overload. The system breaks down. When a large company forces a dozen separate engineering teams to manage their own Kubernetes deployments and cloud networking, the results are highly predictable. Every team ends up building their own custom deployment scripts. They configure their monitoring differently. They solve the exact same infrastructure problems repeatedly, leading to massive duplication of effort and dangerously inconsistent security practices across the organization. As operations and security teams scramble to audit these divergent setups, they become severe bottlenecks. Development velocity grinds to a halt. The architectural solution to this bottleneck is a discipline called platform engineering. Platform engineering takes the core principles of DevOps, automation, collaboration, and continuous delivery, and turns them into a centralized, scalable system. It productizes operational expertise. Look at this scenario without a platform layer. Here are 5 distinct development teams, each tasked with building a new microservice. Because there is no standard pathway, each team writes bespoke infrastructure as code scripts. Team A provisions their database one way, while Team B uses a completely different configuration for an identical cloud resource. Eventually, these teams are forced to pause development. They have to wait in line for manual ticket approvals from a database administrator to provision storage, or a security team to review their access policies. In a fast-moving engineering department, waiting days or even weeks for these manual operational handoffs translates to severe financial waste and delayed time to market. In this environment, hiring more developers does not result in faster feature delivery. The system itself is inefficient, so adding headcount actually increases the friction. Without a centralized strategy for infrastructure governance, a growing engineering organization will inevitably choke its own ability to deploy software. The structural fix is the Internal Developer Platform, or IDP. This horizontal abstraction layer is inserted directly between the application developers and the raw cloud infrastructure. Instead of forcing developers to understand cloud intricacies, the platform exposes a simple developer portal. A developer submits a basic request: create a Postgres database. Beneath the surface, the platform translates that single input into the necessary Terraform modules, storage allocations, and network routing rules required to safely provision the resource. By handling the provisioning automatically, the architecture completely removes the need for feature developers to maintain deep, specialized knowledge of container orchestration or cloud networking. Building this abstraction layer is the dedicated job of platform engineers. They absorb operational complexity so the rest of the company doesn't have to. This clear structural separation successfully decouples the speed of product development from the heavy burden of infrastructure management. The primary mechanism driving this efficiency is a concept known as the golden path. A golden path is a recommended, highly automated workflow that inherently encodes the organization's best practices for security, compliance, and deployment. Let's trace this flowchart. The process begins when a developer selects a predefined template from the internal portal, for instance, a Python Fast API service. Instantly, the platform generates the necessary operational artifacts. It spins up a new Git repository, wires a CI/CD pipeline, and writes Kubernetes manifests automatically. Critical security protocols like IAM roles and secret scanning are baked directly into this setup. Default observability dashboards and metric collection are connected on day one. Organizations often struggle to balance deployment speed with strict governance. Golden paths solve this by ensuring the highly secure, compliant route is the literal path of least resistance for the engineering team. But there is a major trap. If an internal platform is rolled out as a rigid, top-down mandate by IT operations, developers will fight it. For this architecture to survive, the platform engineering group must operate exactly like a product management team at an external SaaS company. Their primary customers are internal developers. The platform team must conduct user research, observe workflows, and identify exactly where engineers experience friction. We can measure the health of the platform through specific metrics on this dashboard. Are developers adopting it voluntarily? Is the time it takes to onboard a new engineer dropping? Is the overall deployment frequency increasing? An internal developer platform yields a return on investment only if engineers actively choose to use it because it accelerates their work. Let's bring back that chaotic graph of modern infrastructure dependencies we looked at earlier. When a properly designed IDP slides over the complexity of these underlying systems, it acts as an opaque interface. It shields the developer from the noise. This restores cognitive bandwidth. By stripping away the need to manually configure load balancers or debug deployment scripts, developers can redirect their mental focus entirely towards solving business logic and building product features. Eliminating operational toil converts technical effort directly into business value, transforming developer experience into a catalyst for enterprise growth. Software delivery is not going to get simpler. In the near future, cloud environments will demand sophisticated AI integrations, strict cloud cost controls through FinOps, and constantly elevating compliance standards. To handle this, the architecture is now set. Application developers focus exclusively on building business logic above the platform layer, while platform engineers automate and secure the infrastructure below it. Building an internal developer platform is no longer an operational luxury for a few massive tech companies. It is the mandatory operating system for surviving scale in modern software engineering.